He carefully scraped off the date of birth on the check, changed it to his own, and replaced the name. Then, he pulled out a pre-soaked model airplane, removed the logo from its tail, and stuck it onto the altered check. Finally, he placed the check inside a book and pressed it firmly. A crude fake payroll check was complete. For anyone else, successfully cashing this check would have been nearly impossible, but for Frank, it was as easy as drinking water. Not only did he have a handsome face, but he could also instantly spot who was easiest to fool. After careful observation, he set his sights on a teller who immediately struck him as a lovesick young woman.
Welcome, Miami Mutual Bank. How may I help you?
My name is Frank Taylor. I'm a co-pilot for Pan Am. I'd like to cash this check here, and then I'd like to take you out for a steak dinner.
Just like that, Frank successfully cashed the check and was even invited behind the counter for a tour. His life took off from that moment. With the money, he went to a tailor and had an exact replica of Agent 007's suit made, then bought the same sports car driven by 007, transforming himself into a prominent figure. That evening at a hotel, Frank, dressed in his new outfit, was approached by an attractive woman who immediately recognized him as wealthy, so they got straight to business once inside the room. But she soon paused and asked Frank how much he was willing to pay. For a 17-year-old high school student, he didn't quite understand what she meant.
How much would you pay me for the entire night?
Seeing her get straight to the point, Frank, who was used to getting things for free, surprisingly started negotiating. $300, but she flatly refused. $500, she still refused. It wasn't until Frank offered $1,000 that she happily agreed, which was actually the price he had in mind all along. He asked her to wait while he went downstairs to get cash, pulling out a stack of checks from his pocket and deliberately selecting one for $1,400. The woman doubted the hotel could cash a check for that amount, but Frank explained it was a New York savings and loan check, as good as gold.
Why don't I give you back $400 and you give me that check?
Even better.
As a top con artist, his skills weren't limited to deceiving women. Even FBI agents were his targets. Having cashed too many fake checks, the FBI agent tracked him down and stormed into his room to arrest him. Yet, Frank calmly walked out of the bathroom and immediately started explaining the printer to the agent. Despite the FBI agent holding a gun, he was intimidated by Frank's confidence and kept backing up. It seemed Frank was about to take control of the situation, but the FBI's gun wasn't for show. The agent ordered him to stop and raise his hands immediately, or he would shoot.
Relax! You're late, alright? You think the FBI are the only ones on this guy? I mean, come on.
Although Frank lied without blinking, the agent didn't buy it and insisted on seeing his ID. Frank complied, handing over his wallet. Just as the agent was about to open it, Frank quickly diverted his attention, urging him to look out the window.
My partner's walking him to the car as we speak. Look. Hey, Murph. Yeah, call the LAPD again. I don't want people walking through my crime scene.
I didn't expect the Secret Service on this.
Clearly, the FBI agent was getting nervous, and Frank knew he had succeeded. He then turned the tables, asking for the agent's name and demanding to see his badge.
Well, tough luck, Carl. 5 minutes earlier, you would have landed yourself a pretty good collar.
Frank said as he packed up the printer and checks, ready to leave. Carl asked to come along to see the suspect, but Frank told him to stay and secure the crime scene, warning him not to let any hotel staff in. Just as Frank was about to leave, Carl stopped him to return the wallet. Frank knew it was a test.
You hang on to it for a minute. I trust you.
Those words completely disarmed Carl. After chasing this con artist for so long, he finally had him. He even smiled smugly to himself. But when he opened the wallet to check, he found it was full of McDonald's coupons. Only then did he realize Frank had conned him, but it was too late. Frank was already long gone.